Good morning, all of you. Welcome to today's Maitri Milan session. Please settle down first. We'll start today's Maitri Milan with 3 rounds of Omkara. Starting prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Yoga Ganapati Moola Mantra. Om Ham Sam Gam Bhagavate Nitya Yoga Yuktaya Satchidananda Rupine Vinayakaya Namaha. Dakshinamurti Guru Stotram. Ishvaro Gururaatmeti Murti Bedha Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Swami Vivekananda Prarthana. Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Swamine Tapaharine. Samarasya prayer for harmony from Rigveda. Sangachadvam samvadadvam Sambho manaamsi janatam Deva bhagam yata purve Sanjanana upasate Samano mantra samiti samani Samanam manassaha chittamesham Samanam mantram abhimantrayevaham Samanena voha vishajuhomi Samani va akutihi Samana hridayani vaham Samanamastu manaha Yadhavasu sahasati. Panchangam. Adyatana Panchangam Panchavamshatyadhika Ekashatotara Panchasahasratama Kaliyugaptaha Shri Shobhakrit Nama Samvatsaraha Uttarayanam Grishma Rituhu Jyeshtha Shukla Pakshaha Panchami Titihi Punarvasu Nakshatram Ganda Yogaha Bhavakaranam Saumyavasaraha. Today's date 24th May 2023 Wednesday. Titeshcha Shriyamapnoti Varadayushyavardhanam Nakshatra papam yoga droga nivaranam karana सिद्धिश्च पञ्चाङ्गफलमुत्तमम्. सर्वेषां शुभमस्तु. श्लोक फ्रॉम भगवद गीता. मां हि पार्थव्यपाश्रित्य येऽपि स्युः पापयोनयः स्त्रियो वैश्यस्तथा शूद्राः तेऽपि यान्ति परां गतिम्. Meaning, all those who take refuge in me, whatever their birth, race, gender or caste, even those whom society scorns, will attain the supreme destination.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Suprabhatam. So the context here, last 3 shlokas, is the glorification of what is called bhakti. And we have already stated what is bhakti. Recognizing that within my control there are certain things, but certain things are outside my control, and what is outside my control is Ishvara alone, the order in the form of Ishvara. Understanding and surrendering that aspect which is not under your control and seeking help is bhakti. In this manner you relate to God. This is called bhakti. The glorification is done. When the glorification is done, ultimate aim is to understand the real nature of oneself, which is pure consciousness, original consciousness, understand the nature of Ishvara, which is the same. But to understand, we require some qualifications in the mind. But Krishna Paramatma says, for bhakti you don't require any qualification. So he is telling everybody can be accommodated. He started with people who do wrong actions, Sududacharaha. And then yesterday he said how they also come to bhakti. Finally their mind purifies, ready for getting the knowledge and moksha, which is finally called moksha. Now here in this shloka, Bhagavan is talking about certain people with disadvantage. So I will first do the Padavicheda in the shloka and then explain the shloka. Mam hi partha vyapashritya ye api syuhu papayonayaha striyaha vaishyaha tatha shudraha te api yanti param gatim. This is the word split called Padavicheda. So here Bhagavan is talking about 3 sets of people with disadvantage, and how people having disadvantage also, once they come to bhakti, they do bhakti, they are able to relate to Ishvara in whatever activity they are doing, how they can overcome the disadvantage and get the ultimate, which is called moksha. For that, Bhagavan has given 3 examples, in fact 4. The first one is papa yonayaha. So people do unrighteous actions, various unrighteous actions. So there is a moral order, which is called law of karma, which takes care of that result. For example, one may have a thinking, okay, somebody has done a crime just before he dies, so he cannot be legally implicated. Okay, but there has to be some other order which takes care of his wrong action. Therefore, that is called as the moral order. That will take care of papa and punya. If you have done a right action, punya. If you have done an action which is harming somebody else, papa. So papa yonayaha, the result in the form of different births, they are called papa yonayaha. Even people with different kinds of births. So you see various people. In human beings itself, you see there are people who are born with split head. Two heads, one body. This is the result of karma which was done in the previous birth. So they are having a lot of disadvantages. People with short memory, people with physical disabilities, mental disabilities. Somebody has to explain how they are born with all this. The only explanation is law of karma. So therefore, that law of karma gives rise to a result which is in the form of unfavorable birth. This is the first set of people. Second, striyaha. This is a very controversial thing. Striyaha here does not mean physical gender. So please keep that in mind. Striyaha here means people, either male or female, who are overly emotional. Now why this is important? The person who is seeking knowledge, any knowledge you seek, requires clear thinking. It is called Viveka Shakti, power of discrimination. That clear thinking can be clouded by emotion. You all also can see, if you are very emotional, very angry, you are not able to think. Your closest friend, you go to hit, or you tell some words which should not be said. So, clear thinking will not happen when you are overly emotional. So, Striyaha depicts people who are overly emotional, that is clouding their thinking. And this is said even Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, Arjuna is told by Krishna, Klaibyam masma gama, don't be non-masculine, because Arjuna was overwhelmingly emotional and it was clouding his clear thinking. So therefore, Striya means people who have the disadvantage of being overly emotional. What is the disadvantage? Their attachment will be too much to what they perceive. But here we have to know the reality, the truth. Therefore, you cannot have over attachment to what is perceived. Therefore, Striya is talked about. Vaishya are people whose mind is full of activity. Rajogunas pradhana, and the activity is oriented to self-growth, especially people who are in business. Nothing wrong, but there is a disadvantage when it comes to moksha. What is the disadvantage? That their mind is always active, not available, stable, steady to understand the subtle matter of pure consciousness. Therefore, they also have one disadvantage. Shudraha, people who are having the mindset of laziness. All of us have that in little extent, but here we are talking about people who predominantly have that. Okay, so in Tamil they are saying Vazhapazha Somberi. That means the person is so lazy that he is not able to peel the banana. Banana is offered to him. That person is sleeping. He is saying, can you peel the banana and put it in my mouth? So that much of laziness is there in a person is called Guna Shudraha. Personality wise, he is called Shudraha. He also cannot come for knowledge because a lot of discipline is required, lot of thinking is required. They will be completely overcome by Tamo Guna. And therefore, that personality also has a disadvantage. So here remember, Vaishya, Shudra do not talk about a class. It talks about the mental disposition. One has to be clear. No classification. Similarly, Striya does not talk about female physical gender. Mental disposition is very important. So these three have various disadvantages to come to knowledge. No problem. You start with bhakti. Eventually those obstacles will be removed. The disadvantages get converted to advantages as you pursue with bhakti. This is what is said in this shloka by Krishna Paramatma. So he ends by saying, Tepi, they too, yanti param gatim. They attain param gatim. Param gatim means the ultimate reality which is in the form of original consciousness. So you all also can see this very well. One can not be interested in study at all initially, maybe, so you don't want. Then slowly you get interested in study, you come to the college, then you face a difficulty because I have certain obstacles in terms of my capabilities. Can be any, but slowly as you pursue with trust, you start becoming better in what you are doing. And here, that trust should be placed in Bhagavan. And that is what Bhagavan is telling in this shloka. Thank you.
Dr. Sangamitra will come for flag hosting. We'll end the session with Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukhabhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Please rise up for national anthem. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा. विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा. तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभाशीष मांगे. गाहे तब जय गाता, जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता. जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे. बोलो भारत माता की वंदे. थैंक यू. हैव अ नाइस डे.